Hello. Today we're putting together the Bird's Choice House Wren Nesting Box Kit. The kit comes with 6 pieces, as you can see right here. This is the top of the birdhouse. This is the back of the birdhouse right here. Front. This is the left side when facing forward, and right side along with the bottom. It's important to remember with the top of the birdhouse and the front of the birdhouse that the chamfered sides go on the outside. This is an important rule to remember as you're going through and building your birdhouse. To the contrary, the back of the birdhouse, you're going to want the chamfered side facing inward. So this would be actually a screw you would put right through to mount the birdhouse. So this right here that you're looking at would be on the inside of the birdhouse. Just something important to remember as you go through and build the birdhouse. So step 1 would be to take your back of the birdhouse right here, and we're going to put it to the left side. When looking at the birdhouse, this is your left side right here. And important to remember that the chamfered side is facing outward. You'll also notice that it has a sloping edge to it on the top. It's going to slope downward away from the birdhouse towards the front of it. And we're going to fasten it like so. I do want to point out today we are using a power drill. However, if you do not have a power drill and just have a Phillips head screwdriver, that is more than sufficient to put this birdhouse together. After you have the left side, when looking at the birdhouse from forward side drilled in, you're going to want to put the right side on. The one thing that differs about there's actually 2 things that differ about the right side of the birdhouse. And the first is there's no chamfer drilling right here, and there's only one hole to put a screw in on this side. And I will show you why that is in just a moment here. But first we're going to fasten the screw into this side. When fastening the screw from the back into the side on the right side of the birdhouse, you don't want to over fasten it. You don't want to put the screw way into it so it's super tight. And the reason being is this side is going to serve as a hinge of the birdhouse. It's going to be able to open and close. So you just want to remember that as you're fastening the screw in. So now that we have the sides of the birdhouse finished, we're going to put the floor in. This piece is your floor piece right here. It's going to go on straight through as so. There's 2 positions where the floor is fastened from, and that is on the side and on the back. So we're going to begin by fastening the floor in the back. Now that we have our floor mounted, we're going to put the front face on. The front face, you want the opening for the bird up high, as well as the screw right here, which is it's kind of a locking mechanism, so you can open the side of the birdhouse. That's going to go when you're facing the birdhouse on the right hand side. Again, it's important before you fasten the front of the birdhouse to the rest of it, you want to make sure you do this on a flat surface and it's completely flush with the rest of the birdhouse. The reason being is you're going to want to allow for some room for the side to swivel. just remember when you're fastening this side of the birdhouse, you don't want it super tight. You just want this one in there so it's flush and snug. The reason being is, again, this is going to be a hinge right here. And last but not least, we have our roof. And just remember the chamfered sides, or the chamfered openings rather, they're going to go right onto the front of the birdhouse. Now we're going to fasten it to the back, and as you can see here, there is a little gap, and that is okay. We do want a small gap in there. So the lever right here on the facing front on the right hand side, that's designed to, it's kind of a locking mechanism, and when opened, we can open the side of the birdhouse, and this is to clean the birdhouse out. Old nests get in there, and debris. When new season comes, we can clean the birdhouse and get it prepared for new birds to inhabit it. For a guide to mounting this birdhouse, please see our next video and we'll show you how.